sky, and half the truth ain't nothing but a lie. Art and Blow coming through with the truth. Keep it 100, that's the only rule. Every week, bring something you ain't know. Hot topics, that's the name of the show. Hit us with a like, follow, share, and a cash app. Coming to you, player. Chicken little really fell from the sky, and half the truth ain't nothing but a lie. It's time to tell the truth. 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 Kids, in one word is what we came to do.
Guess who's back? It's your boy Art, my sidekick Blow. Welcome to another edition of Time to Tell the Truth. We got a good show tonight. You do not, I repeat, you do not want to miss this one. You ought to know better. We ought to know better. That's the name of the show tonight, Blow.
You already know it's time to tell the truth. Give us a call, 704-449-6563. Again, 704-449-6563. Follow at your highlighter. Make sure you share the post. You can watch us as well on YouTube at Time to Tell the Truth Podcast. All one word, Time to Tell the Truth Podcast. If you're watching on Facebook, we ain't going to be able to see your messages when they go up. If you want us to interact with you, just come through YouTube. It's time to tell the truth.
We should know better. I should know better. You should know better. Everybody should know better. That's the topic for tonight. And you might be saying, what should I know better of? Well, we should know better than to fall for the okie doke that we always falling for. We always falling for the okie doke out here. We see you out there. We see you, Charmaine. Hey, honey. We fall for the okie doke when it comes to everything. As we know, Trump been bombing Nigeria. I don't know who liked Nigeria. I don't know who was against that. I don't know nothing about that. But I do know that it was for a good cause.
Well, y'all had saw him. He had spoke on it probably about, me and Art was going to actually show a clip, but we was looking for more intel on it when he was saying that he had a problem with Christians dying in Nigeria at the hands of Muslims. So me and Art, we wanted to ask, are Christians dying to the hands of Muslims? Because we don't do what everybody else do. We don't just go off somebody's word.
Yeah.
We go and ask and we go see if we can find out if it's true to it. And I find out that is true. For the last 10, 15 years in Nigeria, you got Nigerians that's scared to travel by car from state to state because Muslims are randomly kidnapping people, holding people for ransom. Sometimes they just killing people.
Well, when Barack Obama was in charge, you remember they took all those girls. I think they got some of them back. I don't know if they got them all back, but they've been killing Christians, and lately it's been ramped up. As we have been saying on this show lately, it's an attack out here now on Christianity. If what we see going on in this country and around and people just randomly doing something, this is a spiritual thing. You know, this is a spiritual thing. This is not just your ordinary run of the mill of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a big problem. It's an attack on Christianity. It's an attack on all Christians right now going on, and especially in those Muslim countries like that. They're really killing them at a rampant pace. That's why Trump struck it. I know a lot of people have problems with it. Oh, those people ain't did nothing. Yes, they have.
Where everybody worried about, from the people I've been going back and forth with the last couple of days, everybody saying, oh, why he not worried about this type of stuff going on at home? So everything was okay when it was Ukraine, right?
Right.
When we was over there dealing with a whole bunch of Russians and stuff, that's okay.
Yeah.
But he's in an African nation.
Right.
I mean, come on now. And this the racist bigot.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the person that don't got no love for no black people, but the man loves God. He's proven it over and over again.
Right. And everybody's mad at Nicki Minaj right now. I mean, for going on stage and saying she like this. I don't care about her political preferences, but I know that she care about her people. Okay, she care about her people, and that somebody would step up and actually interact with what's going on over in Nigeria. That's a big deal.
And they saying that she lost 10 million followers because of this. So y'all think that me and Art don't care about y'all? Y'all think Nicki Minaj don't care about y'all?
Right.
Y'all let the media just trick y'all that easily, right?
Yeah.
You see what just happened to Charlemagne, right?
Yeah.
You see what happened to Charlemagne?
Yeah.
Y'all paying attention?
Yeah.
Y'all see what happened to Charlemain? He got a new contract.
What did he get?
$200 million. To keep leading you right down the pitfall.
Yeah, that's the same one. Because he allowed Biden to come over there and say, if you ain't on vote for me, you ain't black. I mean, when you allow somebody to come on your platform and say something like that to you, and you don't have no pushback at all, that lets you know you're a sellout.
And then you calling somebody racist, and you can't send me an article clip of the man saying nothing racist out his mouth. We got a whole lineup of clips of Biden saying racist stuff out his mouth.
Absolutely. And if you come and tell me that I don't know whether I'm black or not, I got a problem with you off gate. 'Cause I know that. You should know. You should know that. And also today, we got something else that we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the second half of the show. We're gonna talk about a little bit about civil rights and what they doing, how they hijacking black people of civil rights right in front of your eyes, and you ain't even paying attention.
Right. They just commandeered that like it don't even belong to specific black people. We're gonna get into all of that later on.
So first I'm gonna put this so this was a post that I saw yesterday. This is a post I saw yesterday on Facebook, and it said the village that Trump bombed in Nigeria reported that there's no history of terrorist group there. According to CNN, they're currently confused. Trump reportedly bombed a random village that had no history of terrorism. At the bottom it said, according to CNN, the residents of the village have no idea why their village was bombed, caused their homes to tremble is small, y'all, apart, and residents to flee. The residents stated in Jabo, we see Christians as our brothers. We don't have religious conflicts, so we weren't expecting this. Bashir Issa Jabo, a lawmaker representing Tamboa in the state parliament, described the village to CNN as a peaceful community that has no known history of ISIS, Lakara, or any other terrorist groups operating in the area. Okay, so this is what CNN said.
Right.
All right, so just in typical Blow and Art fashion, we just wanted to look into it
and check it out.
I mean,
see if that was true.
I mean, because that's the only thing to do. I mean, you could take somebody's word for something, but I don't think that that's always the best thing to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So we went digging. Excuse me, we having a little blurry issue right here. But so we went digging and we found this story right here, and I want to show this to y'all. So this is from somebody who's directly from Nigeria, who's on the ground, and they're also a Muslim, so they don't have no reason to speak highly of Trump. You know
exactly.
What I mean? All right, so what this says is, did you notice that they struck Sokoto, not Borno, not Plateau, not the obvious front line? That should teach you something about American intelligence and intelligence gathering. So I was talking to somebody yesterday that was saying that Trump bombed the wrong place. Why do people not understand that America has the strongest military on the face of the planet?
Yes, and intelligence, because they're all over the place.
And if you think that America, or if you believe the media or anybody that'll tell you anything different, don't nobody just come over here playing.
Right, exactly.
You ain't seen nobody in your lifetime just come over here playing. I mean, we had 9/11, but besides that, we don't know what all went on behind that. But besides that, ain't nobody coming over here playing with America.
Let me tell you this, since 9/11, I don't know how many people know this, but every phone call, every text message, everything that you do concerning your face, all that stuff has been sent. Every time you make a text, you think you get rid of it, but you don't. They go collect all of this stuff. They know what's going on. All this stuff go to servers. If you make a text and delete it, you just deleted it from you. You didn't delete it from them people. We in a surveillance state, okay? They surveil everything. So how easy it is for them to surveil us, they surveil them. They know what's going on.
And they know what they're doing.
Right, absolutely. We in a real surveillance state. Since 9/11, they have gave them the right to surveil us left and right.
Yep.
So for everybody out there that thinks a lot is going on in Nigeria and Trump just bombing up black people and stuff not like that, that's not true. Get that out of your mind, and you should know better.
You better know better.
Yeah. It's just like they always saying something. They always doing something.
It says, they know where the problem is from. You do not fight only where the noise is loud. You hit where coordination, funding, and command are happening. The Nigerian army can handle the frontline soldiers, can confront fighters head on. But to end the problem, you dismantle the powerhouse. You break the coordination, the planners, the enablers. That is how real wars are won. This was not an attack. It was a warning. A message that says in clear terms, we know where you are. We are watching you. Leave now or face the consequences. That is how serious operations begin. Quiet, precise, and psychological.
Absolutely. They know that. They know where this thing is going. We just wanted to bring y'all this because so much has been going on about Nicki Minaj, about Trump bombing these people, and everybody's always getting in their body and getting in their feelings without knowing the whole situation. You know, and you got to know the situation. You got to know what's going on out here. We try to keep y'all up to date on what's happening.
Yeah.
Because if you listen to CNN, you would have got what Blow just showed you. CNN talking about they bombing. Once they put that out there, you can't take it back. See, one thing about it, and the media knows once you put something out, it's hard to unhear what you heard.
Yeah, exactly. And it's hard to get some people that's stuck on that narrative to lose that train of thought.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, it really breaks my heart because, you know, we was eating the other day. We had a little family gathering, and we started talking about the stuff that Trump was doing and was coming into the new year. We got to talking about no tips on taxes and no tips on overtime, no tips on Social Security.
Yeah, no taxes on that stuff.
Yeah, but they were saying, well, yes, it is. It's a partial tax, and you got to it's a limit on it. Yeah, you know what the limit at up top. For the people who making so much money, it don't affect them. The people that's in our brackets get some help. And my thing is this: you criticize, but you had nothing. See, I can't give you a little bit of something, and you get mad because I didn't give it all to you.
Yeah, but you was getting nothing.
Exactly. But so you can't be happy with something that I give you. You can't be happy with that.
You happy with nothing, but you get upset with something.
Right. Absolutely.
And then the hypocrisy is what drives me every time.
Right.
How can you say, oh, well, it's not for everybody? The people at the top don't get nothing. You talking about the same people that y'all keep going down there. Y'all want to raise taxes on them? Y'all want to take every dollar. Y'all say that the rich people ain't paying their fair share.
Right.
But now you speaking up for them.
That's what you're doing. Basically, that's what you're doing. When you said, I even mentioned there was no tax on overtime. Well, I got some feedback on that. Well, that's just the part that's that's just the time and a half part. Well, that's the part that's been killing you.
That's what you make the money.
Exactly.
Man, I know people that don't want but so much overtime because they know when they get the money. Man, look here, if you do 10 hours overtime and you do 20 hours of overtime, your check gonna be the same.
Exactly.
If you get 10 hours of overtime, you benefit.
Right.
But if you do 20, the first it offset. But you got somebody, a leader in power, that's smart enough to know that and is willing to help you.
Right. And take that half that time at that half a time and give you all of that money. That's where the money has been getting missing at. See, when people don't understand this stuff, they just talk, but they always find something to criticize. I can't understand people that always find something to criticize. When you get nothing, now you're getting something, but you're still upset about it.
You upset about it.
I'm just saying.
But you don't really care. That be the whole thing that bothers me. That's what get me. Y'all care about everything that you don't care about.
Right.
Come on, man. If that man sent out $1 million text right now, how many of y'all go not cash him because he sent them?
Absolutely.
You'll just be trying to find every reason to say something. Oh, he's sending this because he want to vote. Oh, right. He want this. Oh, he want that.
Right.
I don't care why. I had somebody telling me yesterday, oh, well, he helping Nigeria. He ain't helping people at home. Okay, Biden was helping people in Ukraine.
All day long.
At least he helping Africa.
Exactly.
Ain't that where you swear that's your motherland, right?
Absolutely. And we see y'all out there. We thank you, Sylvia. We see
and on the behalf of killing Christians.
Yeah.
And on the behalf of killing Christians.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, man. Pay attention. You know, pay attention. We should know better by now. I know most of our people out there, though. They y'all starting to see, y'all waking up. But I think is keep passing it along. Because we need to know.
But they don't understand in the Democratic Party. They done tricked you out of God.
Yeah, they have. Man, that's
you believe in everything in God. Come on, man. Ain't nobody drop on their knees. Everybody wouldn't put it rolled up. Ain't nobody drop on their knees. Everybody rolled up their sleeves.
Yeah, Blow was saying that the whole time it was going on. Dog, I'm putting some trust in God. Where is he in the picture?
Where's he at? Somebody asked on Facebook today, how many people are unvaccinated? How many times did you get COVID and how are you feeling? I done got it twice. Was it bad? Oh, it was terrible. Yeah. But I'm okay. And why didn't I get it? Because I did not feel like I met the comorbidities. I don't feel like I'm obese. I don't feel like I'm
high blood pressure,
not unhealthy
diabetes,
enough to be
right. I had high blood pressure, so I mean, I had that, but I didn't get that thing put in me either. Now, how many times have I had it since then? None. People still getting COVID over and over. Why? Because they got that thing in them that attracts it right to them.
That's crazy.
I mean, and it's crazy, man. It's really crazy.
And we already told you, once you get it, you gain immunity to it. That's the part that they don't understand.
But that's why they don't tell you, bro.
But they don't even have to tell you. You know that.
You supposed to.
You'll get sick every day. Come on, man. Yeah. How many times you go to the gate? Man, look here. When you go out the house and come back home and you ain't sick, that's immunity right there. You don't think you ain't breathing in? Man, you causing contamination all day. You get out the car, go into a recreation center. You don't know how many snotty-nosed kids been in there. You go in there, touch the door handle, go out. Before you know something in your eye, you wiping your eye, you'll be sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you ain't had natural immunity, you done been sick so many times, your body fight that off.
Yeah. But me and Blow ain't here to beat you over the head, but we over here to tell you something. Stop falling for what these people putting out. Every week we got to come on here and tell you to stop falling for the okie doke. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Every week they come up with something to try to make somebody look bad. I mean, come on, you can't even accept a win when you get it.
You can't even accept a win when you get it. That's the whole thing. Yeah. Man, no tax on overtime, no tax on tips. Man, the man just promised out his own mouth probably about 3-4 weeks ago. Man, this year, the United States, the working class of America will see the biggest tax season in the American history.
Absolutely, because of all the cuts and stuff they had, man. You're going to see more money out of your paycheck. That's starting January 1st. Everything is retroactive to January 1st. You getting tips out of January 1st. You getting Social Security and all this stuff. It's retroactive to then. We got to give you something to be hopeful for. Not something everybody else is preaching doom and gloom. Do you understand that? It's doom and gloom everywhere you go. We don't come and preach that. We always preach the real deal. Whatever it is. There's some gloomy stuff, there's some good stuff. The good got to outweigh the bad, or you would never get anywhere.
I mean, because you always po me.
Yeah.
All you do is saying po me, po me, po me, po me.
That po me syndrome.
It don't make no sense. I ain't sitting around saying po me.
Right. Exactly.
I got a lot to be happy about.
Yeah, but if we had something to be hollering po me about, it's our next subject that we got coming up. It's the civil rights issue. See, because we've been hijacked from that. People don't know it, but we've been actually hijacked out of civil rights. I guess you're saying, well, all right, man, how is that possible? It's possible. We're going to show you some clip. We're going to show you a clip on that. It's definitely possible, you know, to be hijacked out of civil rights. Yeah. Because I don't believe it was for everybody.
I feel you on that. Hold on, let me get this clip up.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Family. I never thought I'd be in love with a snow bunny, but I got me a white woman and I'm in love with. Y'all watch what she tell y'all. Only a white woman can say this. Anybody else is not going to be accepted from.
Various groups, feminists, gay rights groups, and those who are defending immigrants have commandeered the Black civil rights experience. Yes. What do you mean by that?
Yes, I'm glad you asked that because I think it's one of the most important points of the book. There is the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow laws. We don't owe the homeless. We don't owe feminists. We don't owe women who are desirous of having abortions, but that's or gays who want to get married to one another. That's what civil rights has become.
Immigrant rights are not civil rights?
No, I think civil rights are for blacks.
See, this is essentially the problem. And the Republicans
what have we done to the immigrants? We owe black people something. We have a legacy of slavery. Immigrants haven't even been in this country. That's why the Democrats are dropping the blacks and moving on to the Hispanics, because they're a larger group of Hispanics now. But
the reason people are concerned about the words they use, the reason Americans care about civil rights, the reason we are sensitive to racism is for one issue and one issue only, and that is how black Americans were treated in this country. It is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. Those do not compare. Irish, the new groups, they always get a little bad treatment. Do not compare that to how blacks are treated in this country. You don't get to piggyback on the black experience in America. You do not get to do that just because you are a woman, an immigrant, gay, Hispanic. No, the rest of you can go F yourselves.
See that?
Y'all believe what that woman said? Do y'all believe that they just try to piggyback off of civil rights, that nobody else experienced what black people experienced or went through in this country, and why should everybody else be included with what black people experienced?
Yep, and that's how they're doing it because they want everybody to they got the play ran on us. That's the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
We go touchdown at the touchdown running they play.
Yeah.
So they go just use the same play on everybody else.
Absolutely.
Make them feel like they're not included.
Right.
Include them. Make them feel like somebody owe them something. And show them that they're the victim all the time.
Right.
That's the only
Absolutely.
thing they do now. Just play victim, victim, victim. You listen to D.L. Hughley. He telling you you're a victim. Whoopi Goldberg telling you a victim.
Absolutely.
Charlamagne the God telling you a victim. Steve Harvey telling you a victim.
Right.
We go on and on. They just telling you the victim.
Absolutely. They always try to make you the victim so you can stay in your body and not understand what's going on. Yeah. Yeah. You don't know what we want to know what we're talking about. We think civil rights been played on. We think they've been using our civil rights as a scapegoat for other people.
Yeah.
And that's what we feel like is on today. They commandeered and they just took over civil rights. Nobody else went through what we went through. Nobody else was slaves. Nobody else didn't have no rights to do nothing with that and had to fight for what we had to fight for like we do.
So you say illegal immigrants ain't don't have nothing to do with civil rights? No.
Yeah.
But a white woman got to tell you that.
Yeah, play that again, bro.
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, that's what I don't get. A white woman got to tell y'all that.
Yeah.
You can't even get it from a black person. You got to get it from somebody white.
Absolutely.
What kind of craziness is that? That don't even make no sense to me.
It makes no sense at all.
Hold on, let me get it. Pull back up one quick second.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, we're gonna play it because we want some interaction. We want to know what you think. Is this true or not true?
Here we go.
Ain't that what I've been saying? Civil rights was for black folks and how we was treated. It was not for gays. It was not for feminists. It was not for fucking immigrants. They done hijacked our motherfucking movement. And you motherfucking niggas is so fucking stupid. You sit here and let them do it. That shit ain't for gays. It ain't for fucking women. It ain't for nothing but black people. But no, y'all heard her say they replacing the blacks. Oh, motherfuckers. You motherfuckers make me sick. All brown motherfuckers make me sick. What up, family? I never thought I'd be in love with a snow, y'all. Only a white woman can say this. Anybody else is not going to be accepted from.
Various groups, feminist, gay rights groups, and those who are defending immigrants have commandeered the black civil rights experience.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, I'm glad you asked that because I think it's one of the most important points of the book. There is the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow laws. We don't owe the homeless. We don't owe feminists. We don't owe women who are desirous of having abortions, but that's or gays who want to get married to one another. That's what civil rights has become.
Immigrant rights are not civil rights?
No, I think civil rights are for blacks.
See, this is essentially the problem. And the Republicans
What have we done to the immigrants? We owe black people something. We have a legacy of slavery. Immigrants haven't even been in this country. That's why the Democrats are dropping the blacks and moving on to the Hispanics because they're a larger group of Hispanics now.
But the reason people are concerned about the words they use, the reason Americans care about civil rights, the reason we are sensitive to racism is for one issue and one issue only, and that is how black Americans were treated in this country. It is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. Those do not compare. Irish, the new groups, they always get a little bad treatment. Do not compare that to how blacks are treated in this country. You don't get to piggyback on the black experience in America. You do not get to do that just because you are a woman, an immigrant, gay, Hispanic. No, the rest of you can go F yourselves.
Boy, she said a mouthful. I ain't lying, bro. She said a mouthful. Yeah, I mean, it don't compare. How is illegal immigrants' rights the same as civil rights?
That's what they made it.
Yeah, somebody tell me that. I don't get it.
I think we're to the point now we allow them to do whatever they want to do with us as long as they get us scared or emotionally tied to it.
Well, that's in the name of black people, in the name of civil rights. They just piggyback everything off the back of that to make okay. And the ladies told the truth. That's why they dropping blacks and getting all the illegals. And that's what they doing right now.
And you helping them.
Yeah.
You have them marching beside them to replace you.
Yeah, absolutely. You marching right with them to replace you. To do what? They're not giving you nothing else. They're giving everybody everything else. You can't get nothing. Stop playing with me.
You better. You better
Stop playing with us. Man, come on, man. These people are just taking and stripping civil rights down to nothing. They made it be nothing. We done got what we wanted. It was Jim Crow, like she said, in slavery. That's why civil rights came about. That's how we get that. We had to fight for that. Our right to vote. We had to be slaves just to be counted as a human being. They don't have to go through that.
We don't even recognize when we get something. When
Yeah.
we get something, we don't even see it as nothing.
Yeah.
All we do is complain about it.
Yeah.
But when you get nothing, you happy. You at your happiest when nothing is benefiting you positively.
I don't understand that. Or when it's being taken away and stripped
When
away
the
right in front
grocery
of you.
store prices is through the roof, when the gas station prices is through the roof, you at your happiest. But when somebody stop taxing overtime and stop taking taxes out of Social Security and say little boys can't turn into little girls before they 18 and vice versa, and man ain't got no business playing with women in sports and winning all the awards and all this, you at your lowest.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not happy unless that's happening. How perverted is that?
That don't even make no sense. That is
It
not all that stuff is not of God. Ain't none of that stuff of God.
No.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
He
That's
gave
why
you-
they taking it out.
He gave you a sex. That's what you're supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. And he gave you that for a reason. The reason is be fruitful and multiply.
That's it.
Yeah. Why do you think today we got so many attacks on Christianity? That's not just happening in Nigeria, if you want to know. That's happening over here in the United States also.
Mhm.
You got a bunch of Muslim people that's doing that. That's setting up Sharia law out in Texas. They got problems with it up in Michigan, a few other states. Yeah. This stuff is an attack on Christianity, brother. All of this stuff is attack on Christianity. What you see somewhere else, it be coming to you next.
Mhm.
That's the way they play the game. That's how the game is played. You know, me and Blow here to tell y'all, man, stop playing with us, period. They playing these games and they play these mind games and they make you think that you're doing something for a cause, but the cause don't benefit you. How about that?
At all. You sit right there and march with somebody that's taking your rights, and you swear you ain't got none. You're giving away the rights that you don't even believe you have.
Right.
Everybody's still oppressed in this country, but you're trying to help everybody not be oppressed. How do that work? I don't
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah. And when somebody's telling you that don't work, don't tell my kids that. You want them to tell your kids that. You get Al Sharpton them up there preaching DEI and all this stuff. We know who that benefited the most.
Mm-hmm.
Now when it came out, he ain't hollering about it no more. Wonder why? When everybody figured out that did not help, that helped the white woman more than it helped anybody else. And actually blacks was on the bottom of the list. They changed their mind. They didn't want to do it.
You're right.
Or when they got exposed, they stopped doing it.
That's crazy.
It took somebody to come in and stop this madness. Come in and stop the madness of men and women's sports. Stop the madness of cutting off little boys' weenies and little girls' breasts. Is that not mad? No.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, man. Stop taking all our money out of checks.
Yeah.
You got the man trying to help you put more money in your pocket, and you want to get rid of them as fast as you can.
Well, we talking about Social Security. Social Security was a tax anyway out your check. How you tax a tax? You tax a tax. You come back and tax the very tax that you took out, which is the biggest Ponzi scheme in America.
Yeah,
Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme. How they keep telling us we're going to run out of money, okay? And they taking the money. I don't understand how they say we're going to run out of Social Security when they've been taking Social Security from people for years. And look at all the millions of people that died during COVID that they don't even have to pay Social Security to. But we still going to run out? Somebody had to be locked up, man.
Not even in COVID. During real life, you got 21-year-olds that get Social Security, take out their check, and die in a car wreck.
Yeah.
They get shot down in the street.
Yeah.
This man's paying Social Security for the couple of years they worked before they died.
Yeah.
That money just in the air.
Well, yeah, all that money that the people, just think about all the old folks though, bro, that's been working their whole life getting Social Security took out. They finally die, and that money go back to the government.
Yep.
And they don't never pay nothing with it, but you still, we still running out.
They're
Hold it,
running
lock
out.
somebody up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm hollering. Lock I don't care who in charge of it, lock them up. They took that money and they spent it. Now, if I took people's money, yeah, that's what they did, because it just didn't disappear. Where did it go to? Now, if I took a bunch of people's money and promised they would get it back, and I sat there and used it, they're going to lock me up like they did Bernie Madoff.
Yep.
I'm just going to tell you,
Yep.
because they say you was running a Ponzi scheme. Well, the government is running the biggest Ponzi scheme out there. How you going to take my money and not give it
And
back?
you can get a job as early as 15 years old. Let's say you work from 15 all the way to 64 and die.
Yeah,
You got all that Social Security money that's just in there.
yeah, they stole.
And ain't no more money, and it ain't enough to pay you.
Right.
Come on, man. That should make Social Security go up.
Yeah,
See, that's what I don't like. They should
Yeah.
keep all the numbers on the books.
yeah, exactly.
Well, shoot, if a lot of people die this year, everything should go up.
Absolutely.
As
You
far
ought to
as
get their
benefits,
part too. Yeah,
benefits
exactly.
should go up.
But see, that's a Ponzi scheme, because they steal the money, use it, and then come back and swear they ain't got nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is that other than a Ponzi scheme?
That's the only
Yeah.
thing it is.
Come on, man. They think we are not have nothing to say about it. You never should have taxed it in the first place. You tax Social Security when you take it out of my check as a tax, and then when you giving it back to me, you tax it again. Come
Oh
on, bro,
my
man.
God.
Yeah, that is terrible.
Man, but we go for it.
Yeah,
We go for it. All they got to do is say it on the news and it's true. And Trump said it and it's a lie.
yeah. Oh, as a matter of fact, bro, they got another bill coming in. We're going to tell y'all a little bit about some of the stuff that's coming in on this new year. They got another bill. If you have a child, they automatically put $1,000 in the bank for those child. You can add to it if you want to, and that grows up and stays in there for their college fund.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that
crazy.
grows over to 18 years now. $1,000 be done started collecting some money.
Man, that sounds like somebody trying to help you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That sounds like somebody that knows how important that the children are to the future.
Exactly, and family is that's to keep people from stop trying to have abortions and have children like they're supposed to and replenish this place.
Yep.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, you ain't got to import people in to have babies. You can have your own. Yeah, I ain't never been with getting rid of none. I understand a woman and her body and her having what you do, but I'm just saying that shouldn't be encouraged.
No, not at all.
Yeah, come on, you shouldn't encourage. Yeah, we all mess up, we all make mistakes, we do what we got to do, but that shouldn't encourage it.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Now, y'all ain't commenting on what you think about this civil rights issue, because I need somebody to comment and tell me what you think about it. Do you agree? Do you agree that they piggybacking on it? Do you agree that it was just for black people? What do y'all think about it?
Well, I think they piggybacking on it. I think there's no reason why nobody should be getting rights on the behalf of our ancestors. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah, they always going back talking about the history, and we have people arguing with us back and forth about, well, that's our history. Well, that's our history.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our history right there. The civil rights movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and nobody wants to comment on that. Look, this ain't about black and white thing. It's just, it is what it is. It's a reality thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just can't take something and just use it for everything.
Nope.
On one size fit all. Oh, well, they got that. It's immigrants' rights. No, there ain't no immigrants' right.
It's our rights and our rights only.
Yeah, they didn't go through nothing to get that. See, but they don't have that argument when it comes to the Indians. Did you notice that?
No.
They get what they get, but it's not an argument. Ain't nobody piggybacking off the Indians.
Nope. They
And
got reservations and land and they got their stuff. Ain't nobody messing with them.
Yeah, man, that is crazy. I see this stuff, you know, but I don't know it. Y'all have to share, like and share the page, please, you know, and stop telling me that our rights is everybody's rights, because they're not. Yeah.
We should know better than to believe everything on the internet. Yeah, or on the news or anything that a multi-million-dollar person telling you that's negative.
Right.
I mean, I don't get it. You guys now listen to Charlamagne the God, and I guarantee you. Now, to be honest with you, he got $200 million last week, right?
Right.
He shouldn't be saying nothing, but you got more opportunity than any person, everybody equal. He should be telling you, you are just as equal as any white person in America. He got a $200 million contract. He should not be saying nothing about black people being oppressed in America.
And cannot make it. He shouldn't be saying that not a single person out here couldn't make it. If you got $200 million,
Yep.
how come I can't at least get $1 million?
Yep.
I mean, come on, you're going to tell me you did it, but I can't do it.
You did it 2 times over, 200 times over.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've been rich the whole time. You've been telling people that they can't get nowhere. You've been a millionaire. You've
Yeah.
been had money.
Exactly.
That stuff don't make no sense.
Yeah, that's what they've been teaching your kids. That's why they started teaching your kids and stuff like that, trying to dumb them down. You got these kids can't come out of graduate school, can't even count money, don't even know how to write cursive. They don't know how to do none of this stuff. And you just graduated from high school. What school you went to?
The one where they
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, don't listen to nobody telling you you can't do something.
Nope.
You can do anything you want to do. We preach this heavily on this show because we counteracted everything Whoopi Goldberg got to say, Barack Obama got to say, Whoopi Goldberg got to say, everything that Oprah Winfrey got to say, Steve Harvey got to say, D.L. Hughley got to say. We going against all that mess.
But you got people to come on here and ask us why we don't give y'all more of that. More of that, what leading you the wrong way? Not keeping it 100?
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Can't nobody be honest and say that my mama is a woman and no man deserves Woman of the Year over my mama? Can't nobody keep it 100 and say that.
Absolutely.
Come on, man. Joe Biden, and when you went and voted for Kamala Harris, that's what you voted for. Can anybody be smart and say nobody other than the parents should be talking to a child about sex? Don't be asking my boy, do you feel like a girl? Don't be asking my girl, do you feel like a boy? If you not me or the mama, you ain't got no business saying nothing like that to no child.
Absolutely.
I mean, that don't make no sense to me. That's pedophilia.
Absolutely.
That's pedophilia.
Absolutely.
Any teacher that asks a little boy, do you feel like you might be trapped in the wrong body? That is pedophilia.
Absolutely.
Because the only thing that make a boy is a penis, and the only thing that make a woman is a vagina. And when you ask them kind of questions, that's sex offender.
That's crossing the line.
That's sex. I mean, take anybody.
Exactly.
I mean, that's sexual offender stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's sex offender stuff.
Exactly.
I don't care if you talk feminine or not. That's your business.
Right.
Until you go up, you don't even know nothing. You don't even know what time not to eat cookies. Ain't nobody got time to be asking you, do you feel like you in the wrong body?
Right.
Do you feel like you should be, I know you're a little boy, but do you feel like you might have feelings of a little girl sometime?
Man,
come on,
stop,
man, that should get you thrown in jail.
It so should.
You should get thrown in jail.
And let's talk a little bit about this Epstein thing. I know a lot of people been hollering about where Trump's in it and all that. Whoever's in it need to be shown. Let me say that right now. Because they going back and forth with all this stuff about Epstein, and the people don't want but one thing. They want the name of the pedophiles, period.
Yep.
Stop talking about Epstein and show the pedophile. Epstein didn't traffic girls to his own self. He trafficked them to somebody. And they want to just sit here and act like we don't supposed to recognize this, and you spin all this stuff all kind of ways.
And then you sit up there and ask them stuff they already been had.
Absolutely.
If they wanted you, they would have been gave you this stuff. Oh,
Right.
I can't wait to see this person, man. That person would have been out in it.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on, man. 10 years ago, this stuff would have been out.
Exactly.
If Trump was in there, Trump would have never got elected the first time. He would have been out.
If Trump was in there, he would have never got elected this time either, because they would have put it out last time. How you try to kill a man and give him a life sentence and give him 800 years in prison, and you don't bring that out to make sure he get it? Come on, stop playing with me.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, come on. Watch what you're doing. Pay attention. Stop playing. If Trump was in it doing anything wrong, trust me, they'd leak that out. They leaked out his taxes. They tried to lock him up in prison for 800 years. They tried to kill him 2 times. Come on, man. If I'm trying to take your whole life, that's nothing. If I can find that to put you away with, trust me, it would be coming out. It would have been out, leaked out some kind of way. So it wasn't. So y'all ought to stop acting like you ain't smart as an eraser. Come on, man. I'm just saying.
I mean, you should know better.
Yeah, you should know better. Come on. This is what we're dealing with out here. We're dealing with some people that's crooked. We're dealing with a bunch of pedophiles, and they need to release every name of every pedophile that did something to a kid. So if you didn't have Epstein doggone trafficking kids and minors to people like Bill Clinton and all these people, why would you lock him up? He didn't traffic them to himself. He trafficked them to somebody. That's what you're saying. So show us the name of the people that they traffic it to. You got all these clowns. See, we got a whole bureaucracy of pedophiles. We got a whole bureaucracy that's running the show that's pedophiles. That's what it is. That's why you think we got all these pedophilia doggone rights going on. Why you think we got all these pedophilia gays and all this here stuff being able to go in and twerk in front of kids and stuff like that and count penises and all that? That's because the people running the show is gay. And these pedophiles, they psychos. I'm gonna tell you that now. Psychopaths. Anybody want to do something like that? So now you get back to Epstein and everybody's making all kind of issue and hollering about Trump, this, that, and the other, and you won't even use your head because CNN's out here putting this stuff out. We already told you, once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Nope.
Come on, you can't unhear what you heard. If somebody said Trump was a pedophile, you can't unhear that. You can find some stuff to debunk it with, but you can't unhear it. And once that go out into the universe, it's everywhere.
Yeah, but you gotta have the common sense to say as much as they hate this man, if he was a pedophile, he would have been locked up for it.
That's common sense.
That's common sense.
Oh,
You
yeah.
talk about release the Epstein files, man. If he was anywhere near the Epstein files, hey, you wouldn't even have to you would have never known about the Epstein files. They would have been released before you even know there was one.
Exactly. Come on, man. I'm just saying. They released something. Those names of those people, those are the people that's running this country. The president don't run this country.
But I
I'll tell you that.
believe that black people are smarter than we are being treated. We allow people to put out information to dictate our opinion about things when we know better.
It's called gaslighting, bro.
You should know better. You can't tell. I'm gonna tell you something. It took one little simple thing for me to have a different mindset about. I said I don't like Trump because he said there's good people on both sides. But I had just talked to Art and told Art that if Art came and cut your head off, your body, right now, he hit you and the body in two different places. He got caught, locked up for it, and went to jail. I'm still gonna support Art.
Yeah. He'll be out there with a sign say free Art.
And I know Art did it.
Right.
But I don't care because I'm supposed to hold him down because that's my dog.
Right.
What's the difference? That's my people. You're supposed to stand up for your people, right or wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the way it is. And I can't be mad at nobody now. Am I saying he's wrong for doing it? Would I be wrong for doing it? Some would say yes, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. So I can't be mad at nobody for doing what they're supposed to do.
Well, it's just like anybody's child out there. If you got a child and your child did something, you still standing up for them. I don't care what they did.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yep.
You know, even if they cut somebody's head off, you say, yeah, I know he did, but I'm standing up.
Yeah,
Please let him go.
because
Yeah.
the hypocrisy comes when I judge you or try to go around telling people that you a bad person, but I would do the same thing in the situation.
Right.
That's what a lot of
And
us
call yourself good.
and this is what made me change my whole mindset. I told Art I can't do that on purpose.
Right.
And that's what makes me so mad about a lot of Democrats and a lot of people that come against me and Art. You turn the other cheek on purpose.
Yeah.
You purposely say gas ain't cheaper. You
Yeah.
purposely say that it's okay for my mama to come up second place to a man and woman of the year award. You purposely say that an illegal immigrant is a citizen.
Right.
You do that on purpose. You don't keep it 100 and say if they came over here without the proper paperwork, they illegal. If they get caught, they should get sent back.
Yeah. Well, that I guess what I don't like in it is the hypocritic part, the Hippocratic part.
But doing it on purpose.
Yeah. On
Because
purpose.
when you don't do it on purpose, you do what me and Art call keep it 100.
Right. Exactly.
When you say, you know what, I don't agree with Art and Blow, but about this topic, about this point, they right.
They're right.
I
Exactly.
do that all the time. It be points I don't like about people. That's right.
Yeah.
But when you tell me I get fired if I don't go to work because I ain't get the jab, if you don't get the jab by Monday, you can't go to work. It's not your body, your choice. I don't have my body, my choice.
Right.
They already told me only 98% of the people survive if they ain't got comorbidities.
Right.
I think I'm in the 90%. I want it.
Exactly.
So if I don't get it, I still lose my job.
Right.
But then 6 months later, you telling me that women have my body, my choice about abortion rights, and the reason why we shouldn't vote for Republicans is because they saying that they should have my body, my what?
Yeah. It don't make sense if you think.
It's hypocrisy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The biggest hypocrites there is.
I mean,
you know,
and the
that's
people don't
crazy.
want God nowhere in nothing.
No,
They don't want
no.
it. They don't want him in the. They don't want him in the national anthem. They don't want him in the Star Spangled Banner. They don't want him in nothing. They
Yeah.
want God out of everything. They want to just cut God out of everything. They got y'all right now mad at Trump for trying to save Christians. But y'all was over there fighting with the. But y'all was sending $300 billion of your money, kept your mouth shut, and the people had swastikas on it. We sending $300 million over there to Ukraine, and they fighting with swastikas on the uniform.
Right, exactly.
Come on, now me and Art showed you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man. These people.
And you going along with
you
that.
sending $300 billion to Nazis.
Right.
But then you mad because the man went over there and bombed in the name of Christianity?
Yeah. Come on, man. Trying to do something for you.
But then you got CNN over here saying, oh, he bombed the wrong village. And then you got people over there in Nigeria say, well, he hit the exact spot to show them he ain't playing.
Well, the hypocrisy is Obama deported all those people, and it wasn't a problem. I didn't see people marching in the streets. I didn't see you out there. Wonder why. You come tell me, well, it's the way that he's doing it. No, he's doing it the same way. He's sending ICE just like Barack Obama did it. This is the media. The media has got you into all of this. That's what's different. The media is on top of all of this. The media is exciting you. That's what's different. It ain't the way on it that's different. They same way Barack Obama's time. But you didn't have one thing. You didn't have the media putting it out there every single day.
And they use the black voices to get you the most.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Didn't hear about it.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's what happened. He deported. They called Obama the deporter in chief. That was his name, the deporter in chief. No, you didn't hear about it. Why? Because CNN didn't tell you about it. Because ABC, MSNBC didn't tell you about it. Because CBS didn't tell you about it. You won't hear about a lot of stuff if they wouldn't get on there saying it every day.
And when I saw that and when I found out about it, I thought about it. It was true because it was right about that time. I was working at Burger King during this first term, and I remember I went to work one day, and one of the young ladies in there was very, very upset. And I said, "What's wrong with you?" She said, "They sent me back." And I listened again.
Yeah.
Obama was not playing with them people.
He sure wasn't. But the problem is the media wasn't making the records they made. Of course you didn't hear about it. You're not going to hear about it. That's the problem. That's the key. Today, they filter to you what they want you to hear. They don't give you the whole truth. They're going to give you a part of it. They're going to give you a narrative of it. They're going to set their stage. That's the same thing with Trump. You didn't hear about a lot of things. You didn't hear about Barack Obama killing all those 1 million people. You didn't hear about that. Yeah, you sure didn't. You didn't hear about him. And most of them, 95% of them, was women and children. You know what they call that? A genocide. Yeah, but I bet you didn't hear about that. Why? They didn't tell you about it. They didn't soak it in the news 24/7. If they tell you how bad somebody is long enough, you'll start feeling bad. If they start telling Blow, I'm bad enough every day, Blow gonna start to change his mind. Wait a minute, he gonna start looking at art a little bit different. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, if I was different, I ain't like that. I'm gonna keep it 100. Well, the key to this whole thing with me and Art doing time to tell the truth is we keep it 100.
That's it. That's it.
That's what people gotta understand, and that's the only thing we begging and pleading with y'all to do. Keep it 100, man. You can't tell me that somebody is bad off of me, but every time they're in office, I have more money in my account than I ever had.
Well, if we wanted to do like Charlemagne the God, we could probably become millionaires.
Quick.
All we had to get on here and do every week is start bashing Trump and them, start telling lies, start getting black people to sway their way over to the Democratic Party and that Democratic way of thinking to make them think, hey, we could get rich. Anybody can get rich. You want to get rich? You want to get rich on Facebook or TikTok or something like that? Just start doing that. You'll start getting 1 million followers. You'll start getting it. If they bots, you'll be getting a lot of bots.
Because if you listen to the stuff, like this is how we were saying, it'd be like, man, I can't believe Trump went over there and bombed Nigeria in the name of Christians.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, that just don't make no sense. And
right.
Why would he be trying to, cause this division between homosexuals and regular,
And plus he bombed the wrong place.
Yeah. He bombed the wrong place. And, he should have never stopped sending money to Ukraine.
Right.
He need to keep sending money to Ukraine and keep funding that more because eventually they'll build up an army big enough to beat Russia.
Right. Well, we are weakening Russia, knowing good and well you're just ciphering money out the American people. No, we're not going to be saying that on this show.
Yeah, and then they harassing, ISIS just running around harassing innocent citizens.
legal citizens and arresting citizens and all that. That's what we would be saying if we wanted to get the money that they wanted.
Dave Chappelle on his new comedy special, he said he heard that Donald Trump sent all them people to D.C. He said, I went to go see what it was about. And he said, I'm gonna admit, it's pretty clean. Yeah, of course it is. It's pretty clean. And most of that doggone
homicides and stuff done stopped.
Yeah.
Most of all the doggone violent crime done stopped up there. Yeah, who don't want that so they can come out and the kids can come out? People running down the street showing all their jewelry, saying we can wear our jewelry out here now without getting robbed and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what they said. But then you got all those other people telling you how bad it is, how we don't want them up here, how ICE, you got jokers running out in the middle of the street with, ICE is bad, and the National Guard, and all this old foolishness.
Yep, the people snowballing ICE yesterday.
Yeah.
I said up there in New York, they throwing snowball. Why is you doing that, man?
Yeah.
Why is you doing that? You know the people trying to lock up illegal people, right?
Right. Well, if they were trying to lock up legal people, they lock them up for throwing, especially for throwing this ice snowball.
Yeah, I don't get it. Stay out of people way.
Yeah. Get out of the way, man. Let them people do their job like you let anybody else do their job. Yeah. Instead of getting in the way. Stop letting these people hijack us and hijack. Let's play that clip one more time, bro, because I want everybody to get a good sense of what's really going on out here.
Oh, I gotta play the end of it to get back to the beginning of it.
And that's crazy.
Here we go.
See that? Ain't that what I've been saying? Civil rights was for black folks and how we was treated. It was not for gays. It was not for feminists. It was not for fucking immigrants. They done hijacked our motherfucking movement. And you motherfucking niggas is so fucking stupid. You sit here and let them do it. That shit ain't for gays. It ain't for fucking women. It ain't for nothing but black people. But no, y'all heard her say they replacing the blacks. Oh, motherfuckers. You motherfuckers make me sick. All brown motherfuckers make me sick. What up, family? I never thought I'd be in love with a snow bunny, but I got me a white woman I'm in love with. Y'all watch what she tell y'all. Only a white woman can say this. Anybody else is not going to be accepted from.
Various groups, feminists, gay rights groups, and those who are defending immigrants have commandeered the black civil rights experience.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I think it's one of the most important points of the book. There is the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow laws. We don't owe the homeless. We don't owe feminists. We don't owe women who are desirous of having abortions, but that's or gays who want to get married to one another. That's what civil rights has become.
Immigrant rights are not civil rights?
No, I think civil rights are for blacks.
See, this is essentially the problem. And the Republicans
What have we done to the immigrants? We owe black people something. We have a legacy of slavery. Immigrants haven't even been in this country. That's why the Democrats are dropping the blacks and moving on to the Hispanics, because they're a larger group of Hispanics now.
But the reason people are concerned about the words they use, the reason Americans care about civil rights, the reason we are sensitive to racism is for one issue and one issue only, and that is how black Americans were treated in this country. It is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. Those do not compare. Irish, the new groups, they always get a little bad treatment. Do not compare that to how blacks are treated in this country. You don't get to piggyback on the black experience in America. You do not get to do that just because you are a woman, an immigrant, gay, Hispanic. No, the rest of you can go F yourselves.
And that's what we're talking about today. Stop playing with me, man. Yeah, come on. You don't get to just piggyback. Yeah, that experience belongs to one group of people, and that's what happened. And we still experiencing that when they still talking about racism. Dog, they ain't talking about racism with nobody else. They still talking about racism. See, that's why we keep telling you, stop it.
You better stop it.
Yeah.
You ain't been in no cotton field.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't been in no cotton field.
Right.
But you want to be in one.
They want to lash.
Oh, yeah.
so bad. Stop it, man. Yep. We're not going back to that. That's the question. They get you million now. They run sides. That's a psychological operation. They've been running it. They ran it during COVID. They're running it now.
Running it every single minute, every single day.
Like Bro say, they get you to run the play.
That's it. They draw it up in the sand. They ain't got to put no playbook in. They just draw it in the sand for you right quick. Every time you turn on the TV, when you listen to the radio, man, I challenge you to listen to D.L. Hughley tomorrow. Listen to Charlemagne tomorrow. Listen to Ricky Smiley tomorrow. Listen to them rich people. Rich, black, successful people tell you that you are in the oppression states of America.
Watch the view tomorrow. We challenge you. Next week, come and tell me what you learned.
Yeah, just pay attention, because if you listen to what they say and you keep it 100 with yourself, you'll be like, damn,
Yeah,
they tripping.
absolutely.
They tripping because they ain't doing nothing but, they ain't doing nothing but putting stuff in your head, man, to throw you for this crazy mental loop to keep you where you at.
Yeah,
That's all it is. You can't get nowhere in your life. I tell everybody every week, I lost 10 years of my life because when I came home, somebody kept telling me, "Bloke, you know you got a record. You know you can't get no good job."
Why look if I can't get one?
Ain't no need to look.
Yeah.
Shoot, I already know they gonna tell me no.
This guy sitting right here without a job, and he done been there and supposedly done that. But the only difference is he ain't tried to get now.
I ain't trying to get no. Lost 10 years out of my life.
Yeah. Wandering, doing nothing, man. You could have been 10 years further down the line in getting something done.
Yep. Making excuses.
Don't let people discourage y'all.
No, you
please.
better not let nobody discourage you, because you can do anything you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
The world is yours. You can do anything you want to do. There's nothing you can't do.
If you put that work in.
Man, I used to wake up in the morning and walk to the store and stay at the store all day and walk back home, and the day would be over.
Yeah.
I used to do that every single day.
Yeah.
Now I get up and I run the right play. See, there's plenty of plays to run.
Yeah.
But run your play.
Absolutely.
But make sure you're running the right play.
Yeah.
Because we ran our own play for a long time, but we had the wrong routes.
Yeah.
Our routes were to the liquor store and to the drug house somewhere. But besides that, if you run the route to the job,
Yeah.
and to make sure your credit right,
And then back home, you good.
You good.
Yeah, absolutely. Run those plays.
Run those plays.
Yeah, and you can get somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't try to trick out people to get ahead.
No,
I hate
man.
that. You got
Wow.
Roland Martin, you got all these people you can name out here, and every time you turn the TV on, they telling you how best it is, how bad it is. And why you tell me that?
Exactly. And then you got white people. You got white people like Biden, them getting on there trying to remind you, and they the ones that's running the play on you.
Yeah, Jim Crow this, Jim Crow that. They're gonna put you back in chains. That's what Biden said out of his mouth. You're gonna put somebody back in chains. I wish he would try to put somebody in chains.
At the George Stephanopoulos asked that white lady, so do you think that immigrants are part of the civil rights? And she said no. If you listen, before she cut him off, the guy beside her said, "Oh, see, that's the problem with the Republican way of thinking."
Mm-hmm.
No, that's what's wrong with the Democratic way of thinking.
Yeah, because they the one hijacked our civil rights
That's
and
it.
put it to everybody else.
Yep, because if we could because I keep going back to Dave Chappelle. Y'all pay attention to Dave Chappelle first when he got them 3 series. The first one he was talking about the whole time what Dave Chappelle been talking about the last 4 or 5 years is if we could get as far ahead as any other situation, any other group of people, we would be all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look how much the gays done got accomplished.
Yeah.
That's what if you listen to Dave Chappelle, if he say if we can get as far as the gays and the trans done got with everything,
Right.
hate laws, their treatment, everything that's been put on their behalf, if we could get that far as a whole race of people, we would be good.
Well, let me just give you an example on how we was treated, bro. We went through the whole George Floyd movement, and we didn't get not one hate bill out of that.
Nope.
The Asians come along and 2 people get hit in the head, and they got a whole hate bill.
A whole hate bill.
And I ain't heard Al Sharpton up there, nobody up there hollering about, hey, what about a hate bill for black? Since they hating all over
Man,
people,
that was
since they
Charlamagne
doing
and
this.
DL, and them ain't said nothing about that.
Wonder why they ain't mentioned that. We can't get that. We have no bill. We have no bill yet. And I'm just saying, man, come on. You get a hate bill for an Asian after 2 people get killed, and you get 50 people killed or murdered, and you can't get nothing.
I don't even think they died, did they? They just beat up. One of them died. One might just beat up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they got a hate bill.
They got a hate
They didn't
bill.
have to do nothing to get a hate bill, and we can't even get one. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. And these clowns they put on TV. Stop playing with me. They put these clowns on TV, and we have to listen to them. Y'all listen to them. Y'all listen to Charlamagne, them, Whoopi Goldberg, them. These people is trash to me.
Yeah, they are.
They super trash.
They
They ain't
trash
nothing
to the
but
race.
garbage. They need to go be put in the trash
Yeah,
can.
because when somebody
Yeah.
come on their show and keep it 100, they oppose them.
Yeah, they're opposed. They don't want the truth getting out. You give $1 million to say what they say just to keep you in the gutter,
Yeah,
to keep
that's
you
it.
thinking a certain way.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, come on.
I said,
Pay attention, man. Stop paying attention to stuff. That pisses me off more than anything.
I'm with you on that, bro.
Yeah, come on, man. Pay attention. These people is nothing. They trash. Anybody telling you how bad stuff is? You got this lady Ilhan Omar up there in where's she at, Minnesota, talking junk about this country, but she's a multi-millionaire. Now you come over here from somewhere else, you become a multi-millionaire, and you got people over here that ain't done that, and now she gets to trash the country that made her like that. Make it make sense.
She needs to get kicked out.
Yeah, absolutely, on her head. Make that make sense to me. You come in that's just like coming into my house, telling me how bad my house is, and you just clowned out of a cardboard box out there somewhere. And you're going to come into my house telling me how bad my house is because you finally eating and getting you a little bit of food in your stomach, and you start trashing me. That's the way that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she come to our house. She left a box, a cardboard box, and came over here. They made her rich. Now she talking junk about it. Really? Is that what we at today with that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, come on, man. Stop playing with us. I'm just saying, stop playing with me, man. Let's start making this stuff make sense, man. No, I guess we out of time for this week. We thank everybody for joining in. It's one thing for certain.
Two things for sure.
We're gonna tell the truth. Because the time we keep it 100 all the time. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
We keep it a buck.